Hello, and thanks for joining us again on Sunlight Radio Online. This is Akwesi Apong. It's Thursday and a few minutes past 8 p.m. And it's time to talk about love, marriage, and the union of, blissful marriages. And we are so happy that you've made time in your day to join us. We hope that this past week was one filled with joy and excitement and renewal of loving emotions, because it was Thanksgiving, it was Valentine's, and you were able to spend some wonderful time with the person you love, and you connected at a deeper level, and you enjoyed the moment. You made the best of it. Those of you who joined us last week, we had a wonderful show. My lovely wife joined us, and we talked about how to make the best of this pandemic, which, as you all know, going out isn't that of an option. Going out to eat or to the movies or any of those wasn't an option. So we hope that you were creative enough to get some great ideas as to how to go about it. And the resources we shared are still available for you to go back. And I know a lot of you do date nights, so if you were not able to listen to the show last week, you can go to enjoylifewithyourspouse.com and listen to it. The title is Valentine in Quarantine, and it talks about all the creative things that you can do, and I'm sure there are a lot of the ideas that you can also apply on your date nights coming up the rest of the year. And we're hoping and praying that very soon this season will be over and we will all be able to get back to the things that we enjoy doing, going out and spending time with friends and family. So we are so grateful to have you join us. We'll be right back. So thank you so much for joining us on Sunlight Radio. This is Couples Date Night. My name is Akwesi Apong, and this is our Thursday evening show where we talk about love, marriage, and tools. We provide tools to help you enjoy your marriage. As you all know, we do have a phone number, text messages only. You can reach us at 240-772-1420. Send us a text message, a question, a comment, and we will be happy to respond or address it. And that's the way that you can also participate in our show tonight. There was a post I made on our Facebook page about maybe a week and a half ago, and I want to read it. It says, "Happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds that true friend in his wife." Today, that is exactly what we're going to talk about. We are going to talk today about friendship in marriage. And those of you who followed us over the Thanksgiving, the Valentine's week, we have a wonderful resource we've made available on our website that it's going to be very helpful to you. And we did spend some time reviewing this on Facebook. And today our goal is to go through some of the vital parts of this resource. If you head to enjoylifewithyourspouse.com, and there's a page on it that says ebook. We do have an ebook available for you to purchase, and it's a 14-day challenge that allows you and your spouse to take certain actions that can help you deepen your relationship and your friendship. And we hope that you will invest in this wonderful resource to help you do just that. So I hope that you like that quote I read, that happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds that true friend in his wife. It says it all, that if we find that true friend in our relationship, it's even the best. So our goal today is to help you find that true friendship that is buried somewhere in your relationship. We're going to go through a number of things that will help us uncover that. So let's jump right into it. So how do you build friendship in your marriage? My dad used to say, you can have another friend, but not a brother. And what he was trying to teach me was that if you have a friend and he does something you don't want, you can always get another friend. But your brother will always be your brother. And in the same way, if you're married, your spouse will always be your spouse. But in this case, we want to find how to bring that element of friendship into our marriages, into our relationships, and deepen that friendship. Because there's so many things that we do for our friends that the concept of friendship allows us to open our hearts and our minds and sometimes even go the extra mile. And I want us to talk about some of these things and see how we can implement some of them in our marriages. So what are some of the things we can do? The first thing is to express genuine interest in your spouse. So when I say express genuine interest, it's making time, putting yourself in the state of mind to say, I'm going to express interest in what my spouse is doing. This is not one of those, you're busy and you just fly past things and not pay attention, but you're expressing genuine interest. Your emotions are there, your mind is there, you're present, and you are in the moment. Make everything positive in your relationship. A positive attitude is key to everything we do. And no matter the things that are going on a day-to-day basis, we can always look out to find out things that are positive. And this is another way that we can actually build a friendship in our relationship as well. Now, making your friendship unconditional is also another one. Unconditional means that my relationship or my friendship with my spouse is not based on the fact that my husband was nice to me, or my wife was nice to me, or my husband helped clean out the garage, or he did help me do the dishes. It's unconditional. I've said on this show time and over that we have to play our part, what we're called to do. As a man, you have to show love to your wife, and that's what you are called to do. So it's important that we focus on that and not say that because my wife hasn't done this, I will not do that. We have to be unconditional when it comes to developing friendship. We have to be a team. In all that we do, we always have to approach it as a team. Even when there's conflict, we always have to think of it as we are a team. So whatever conflict we are facing, we can address it as a team. We are not fighting against each other. We are fighting for each other. And we have to know who the enemy is. The enemy is those things that are trying to steal the joy out of our marriage and our friendship. So identifying who the enemy is will help you join hands together and become a team so that you can really grow in your friendship and build and develop a deeper connection in your marriage. So we have to also learn to make small moments into pivotal experiences. We started the show by talking about how, this past year has been very difficult on a lot of things. But if you look closely, it's also offered us the opportunity to do things that typically we will not been able to do. Because we're spending a lot of time at home, it means that we are seeing more of each other, our family, our children, and all of that. And the question is, what are we doing to really leverage that time to deepen our connection with the people we care about? And that is what this whole point is about. How do you make small moments into pivotal experiences? We talked about last week, my wife and I talked on the show about how you can make the best out of this pandemic and being at home with Valentine. And one of the things we said was that you can go back and dig out your wedding video and sit and watch it together. That is how you make the best experience out of a pivotal moment. It's probably something that you haven't seen in years, and just to let you know, we did that and it was a wonderful experience. We enjoyed it. It was so much to talk about, all the faces, and needless to say, after almost 22 years of us being married, I have changed a lot, and it's interesting to see. And I'll say I've changed for the better. And I hope that you can also come up with some of these ideas to help you on your path to developing deeper friendship in your marriage. There's a scripture I want to share. It comes from Ecclesiastes 4:9 to 12. It says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves." Ecclesiastes 4:9 to 12. It says it all, that in our friendship, the connection as husband and wife, the connection and union we have gives us more strength. It provides us the opportunity to make more, increase our income, be strong, be able to overcome issues when they come up. And it just paints the perfect picture of what friendship is within a relationship. And those are the things that I want us to follow up on. Proverbs 27:6 also tells us that faithful are the words of a friend, but an enemy multiplies kisses. So friendship is a very important element in our relationships that has to be developed. We have to make sure that we spend time to deepen the relationships and the friendships that we have. The overall meaning of this verse is very, very clear, that those who love us truly will tell us the difficult things, while others who gloss over such things and flatter us instead. So your friends will do things that will help build you up. Naturally, our spouses often do tell us the difficult things, whether we want them or not. But other friends can also be a great aid in giving us faithful words, especially in regards to our marriages. So let's work on the friendship aspects of our marriage. It's worth saying that as we deepen our friendships, it will deepen our relationships, and it will give us a great opportunity to truly enjoy the relationships in which we are. My name is Akwasi Apong. This is Sunlight Radio, and this is our show, Couples Date Night. We do have a phone number. You can reach us if you have a question or if you like to comment. Today we're talking about friendship in marriage. The phone number is 240-772-1420. We will be right back. Thanks for joining us again. This is Akwesi Opong with Enjoy Life with Your Spouse, and it's our show on Sunlight Radio called Couples Date Night. And we're talking today about how to develop friendship in your marriage. Friendship is a key part of the within the things that we do as human beings. We are social beings, and being able to develop deeper friendships and alliances really help us to develop our lives and to enjoy our lives as well. And we've established that having that friendship within your marriage, it's even better. It actually helps us to not only survive, but we can thrive in our relationships and in our lives as well. So we've talked about a few things that we can do. So the next part of our show, we're going to talk about some of the things we can do to really, the action items that we can do to really develop friendship in our marriages. And I've said earlier, you can head to our website, which is enjoylifewithyourspouse.com, and go to the tab that says ebook. We do have a booklet available. It's an ebook. It's a PDF format you can download, and it not only provides you with ideas, but it gives you action items, things that you can truly do to help develop a deeper connection and friendship in your marriage. So as we go along today, we are going to take these items one by one and talk about them. The first thing is play. And playing, when we say play, the first thing that comes to our mind is children playing outside. The closest we can come to talking about playing an adult is maybe a soccer game or a football or basketball game. But why do we stop playing when we get married or we're in a relationship? It looks like the idea of playing seems to be that's what the children do, or it's so far removed from us. But playing is a very key part if we want to develop friendship in our relationship. So we have to make time to play. And when I say play, it's about creating moments of fun and joy and excitement. It could be playing board games. It could be doing recreational activities, if the weather permits and the season permits, being outside to really celebrate and play and have fun. It's a key part in all the things that we do. And playing is highly recommended way to really help us to begin the process of developing friendship. If you haven't played in a while, look for your playing shoes, because as the weather gets warm, no matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to get out and do some playing. I remember not too long ago, I believe it was sometime last year, we were out taking a walk, and we came upon a swing. The swing that children play on. And I looked at it and said, I haven't been on a swing in a very long time. So I got on that swing, and those of you who know me, I'm 6 feet 2 inches, and I got on that swing, and it was a very steady swing, though, I must say, and it felt so good to swing and have the air blowing on your face, and it brought back so many childhood memories. But the question I ask myself is, why do we stop playing when we grow up or when we get married? Is it something labeled as for children? Maybe we've lost that friendship because we've stopped playing. It's time to start playing. Ask yourself, what are some of the things that the two of you enjoy doing between you and your wife? What activities do you like doing? Do you like a certain sport? I know some friends who he and his wife like basketball. So even though they might not be able to always play, they love watching basketball, and they get a little competitive whilst they're at it. So find ways to play, find ways to enjoy each other outside the normal day-to-day life, and create some playful atmosphere in your house as well. So playing is key. The next thing is talk. When I say talk here, talking is not just about using words or to reporting what happened during your day. But talking is sharing a piece of you, going deep down into your heart to really identify things that you really care about, that, it's in your heart. You really want your partner to understand you at a deeper level. That's what I mean by talking. Talking in a way that will help you develop friendship. When we have friends, we talk. Gone are the days where we spent a lot of time on the phone and one could talk to their friend for a long time. I remember years ago I had a friend who I spoke to on the phone for probably 2 hours. I'm sure a lot of you have broken that record, but why do we do that? Because as we talk, we develop our connections, we develop our friendships. So talking is a key part. And whilst we are talking, I also want to add another component of talking, and that is listening. And listening is not just listening to the words, but listening is going beyond the words to really understand the emotions and also understand where the person is. So you listen to your wife beyond the words. Why is she saying that? What is the challenge she's facing, or why is she sharing this with me? It's always important that we listen beyond the words to really try and understand the deeper message of the heart. That is where true listening comes in, and that's a kind of listening that can help you build friendship in your marriage as well. So moving right along, the next thing is kindness. We all want to see some kindness in our life. Kindness is basically doing something for somebody that typically you won't do. Maybe you're going out of your way to do it. It might cost you time, money, effort, energy. Kindness, it's going beyond what, typically we are even expected to do. If we do anything beyond that, it falls in that category of kindness. And kindness is a key part of one of the tools that can help us to develop friendship. So being kind is thinking about your spouse to say, what can I do today to make my spouse's life better or her day better? What are some of the chores I can take up? What is that something that my spouse has asked me to do that I've put off for a long time? Maybe this is the time to get to it, to really help me deepen my kindness or show some kindness in my relationship. Kindness is a key part of this. So think of ways you can be kind. Kindness is doing the difficult things. Kindness is going the extra mile. So think of all the different things that you can do that will express kindness, or to you it means kindness that you can extend to your spouse. And this will be another great building block to developing that friendship that will help strengthen your relationship. So, laughter. Laughter, it goes with playfulness, as we said earlier. So, laughter is medicine to the soul. Laughter is a key part of our human experience, and we all want more of it. But the good news is that you can create it yourself. You can create moments of laughter, of joy, of celebration. You can decide that, I'm going to make sure that there's laughter within my home, there's laughter within my marriage. There are things that will make us laugh and celebrate and express ourselves. So there are so many things that we can do, the least of them being getting a comedy show to watch, that will really help you to burst out laughing, laugh until you cry or your stomach hurts. Laughter is always good. We can always, find some safe jokes we can play amongst our spouses to really help us to laugh. So laughter is a key part of this. And I know the medical professionals will tell us that there are some very important medical benefits and health benefits to laughter as well. So let's not leave that out at all. Laughter helps create the environment for laughter to happen within your marriage. Laughter is very, very important. So as we move along, the next thing we're going to talk about is forgiveness. Forgiveness. This is a hard one, and it's something that we all at some point will need it to help us deepen our relationships and also help us to really strengthen the friendship that we have within our marriage. And I talk about this because when we have friends, and sometimes your friend will offend you, but the reason why we always go back to our friends is that there's a benefit, there's something we get out of the friendship. There are aspects that we enjoy. So we think about those things and say, you know what, I'm going to let this go and I'm going to go back and reconcile with my friend. In the same way, we have to think of all the wonderful things that our marriage and our relationships offers us. And those are very good reasons why we have to learn to forgive. We have to learn to let things go. We have to learn not to hold on to things. And when I talk about forgiveness, it doesn't mean that you will forget, but it means that you've made the decision that whatever happened or whatever was done to you, you are not going to carry the weight of it. You are just going to decide to tell yourself that you're fully aware that it was hurtful. You're fully aware that you didn't like it, but you've made the decision that you're going to move on because your spouse is not the only one who has offended you before. You have also done things that your spouse didn't like or didn't meet his or her expectation. So it falls on us to make sure that we learn to forgive. We learn to get over issues quickly. We learn to put issues behind us. Let's talk about them. Let's resolve them and make sure that we can bring a lot of joyful experiences and emotions into our relationships. So today we are talking about friendship in marriage, and we are so glad that you've made time to join us. And as I said earlier, we do have a phone number. It's 240-772-1420. Join us, send us a text message, contribute, ask questions, and we'll be here to answer them. We will be right back. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Akwesi Opong, and it's our show tonight, Couples Date Night. And today we are talking about friendship in marriage, how to develop friendship in marriage. And we have already established various things that are critical in helping us develop friendship in our marriage. And I want to read to you again a quote that we started the show at the top of the hour, and it says that happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds that true friend in his wife. And in this quote by Franz Schubert, it's a wonderful quote that I truly really liked, that it tells the story that if we find great friendship within our marriages, it really brings us joy, satisfaction, and peace. So as we go along today, we've talked about a number of things, and we're going to continue to move down the list. So the last thing we talked about was forgiveness. And in moving along, we're going to talk about the next thing, that is help. How do you help your spouse? Helping your spouse, really, it's another way of developing friendship within your relationship. So helping means that You think about all the things and all the areas within your home that you can do things to take off the load of your spouse. Help is the way that we extend friendship to our friends. I guess we assistance to our friends. When you hear your friend is moving, we want to go there and help them. When we hear our friend needs some kind of help, we are willing to do it. And we have to express the same, even not more, of the same willingness to help to the people we care about or to the person we share our lives with. And if we find reason to do that, we are not only helping our spouse, but we're doing it for ourselves. So for help is very, very important. Offer help to your spouse. It's a way of deepening the friendship within your marriage. Helping is a great thing to do